Hello everyone, welcome to Computer Science and IT Gate Coaching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the instant notification of my free lecture. So this is about me. I am a computer science gate faculty having more than 5 plus of teaching experience, mentored more than 50,000 students, taught in different coaching institute all over India. Okay, it's like the Gate Academy, even qualified multiple times Gate, and even I have given the coaching in many government colleges as well as in many private colleges. Like in SRM Chennai, I have given coaching. CAT Bhubaneswar, I have given. BC Bhagalpur, Jorhat College of Engineering, Guwahati University, Dibrugarh University, Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, Ramgarh Engineering College. Okay, these are the colleges where I have went and I have given the coaching. Now we will start switch. So we will start now switch statement. So the way you have written if else part. Now switch statement. The switch statement is a multi-way is a multi-way decision that test whether whether an expression whether an expression matches whether an expression matches one of a number of constant integer value. Okay, and branches accordingly branches accord. So so a switch statement is a multi-decision. So the switch statement is a multi-decision that tests whether an expression matches. So see what we have completed till now. So else if completed, now we are in switch and this 4 is remaining. Okay. Now this is switch. So switch is a multi-decision. Switch statement is a multi-decision that test whether an expression matches one of a number of a constant integer value and a branches accordingly. So it is going to test whether the expression matches a constant integer value. Okay. So syntax of switch statement is, so here you are having a switch, then bracket expression, then here you are having a case, then constant expression, then statements, then case, constant expression. So here you will have switch and here you will have expression. Okay, expression it is, and here it is going to be case is followed by a constant expression. You will have a constant expression, then statements, then case, constant expression, then statements, like this it will have. Okay, like again case, constant expression, then statements. At last you will have defaults default. Default is your statement. Okay, understood. So default will get executed when this case, then constant expression, when this case this constant expression is not satisfied. So when all the cases is not executed, then this will get executed. Means if you are having some expression, means अगर आपने मुझे कोई expression दी है, उसका कुछ value आया, okay, it will execute some value, it will be equivalent to some constant expression. It will check whether it's constant expression, whether it is equal to this, whether this case is equal to, whether this expression is equal to this constant expression. Then after that we'll execute all these statement. If any of these cases is not executed, means if the expression value is not equal to the constant expression of this case or this case, then default case will get executed. Okay, then default case will be executed. So we write each case, each case is labeled by, each case is labeled by one or more, one or more integer valued, integer valued constant. Okay, so each case is labeled by one or more integer valued constant. It is going to label by one or more integer valued constants or constant expression or constant expression. If a case, if a case matches the expression, if case matches the expression, matches the expression value, matches the expression value, matches the expression value, execution start at that case. So execution is going to start at that case. Execution starts at that case. From at that case, the execution is going to start. It's going to at that case. Okay. And one thing, all cases values should be all different. Means if you are writing case 2, you should not again write case 2. It should have different value. Okay, it is not allowed. Duplicates is not allowed. So all case expressions are, all case expression must be different. All case expression, all case expressions must be different. Is going, it should be different. Understood? Now, point 4. The case, the case labeled by, the case labeled default, the case which is labeled default is executed, is executed if, is executed if none of the other case are satisfied, if none of the other case is satisfied. So the case labeled, here, the case that is labeled default is going to be executed when none of the where it was, I have written here. See, the case label default is executed if none of the other case is satisfied. Okay, so if none of the other case is satisfied, then only default is going to execute. Fine. Now it's fine. So if none of the case constant expression is satisfied, then only default is going to be satisfied. Okay. Default can be executed if one case is satisfied. No, no. Default will be executed when none of the cases is satisfied. Yeah. Case label default is executed if none of the other case, if none of the other case is satisfied. If none of the other case is satisfied, then only default is going to be executed. And even if default is optional, if you don't want to give default, you can leave it. A default is optional. It is going to your optional. So if it is not there, and so just like else part, just like else part, if else if else if else if then else if then else if. So if you don't want just like the else part, the default case, it is also like the default case. So if you don't want to give else part here also, if you इसलिए आपने डिफॉल्ट कब एग्जीक्यूट होगा, जब इसमें से कोई भी केस जो है कांस्टेंट एक्सप्रेशन का कोई भी अगर केस सेटिस्फाइड नहीं होगा तो डिफॉल्ट केस होगा. डिफॉल्ट क्या है, ये ऑप्शनल है, आप नहीं भी देना चाहते हैं तो छोड़ दीजिए. ठीक है, जैसे एल्स यहाँ ऑप्शनल था, यहाँ डिफॉल्ट भी ऑप्शनल है. तो अगर डिफॉल्ट नहीं रहेगा, डिफॉल्ट नहीं रहेगा और कोई स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा, तो उसी तरह जैसे इफ एल्स में क्या हो रहा था, नेक्स्ट इमीडिएट पे एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा था, तो उसी तरह इट विल एग्जीक्यूट द नेक्स्ट इमीडिएट लाइन ऑफ द कोड. if all the condition is false, then it will execute the next immediate line. Okay, जैसे ये else if में था वैसे ही सेम होगा, वैसे ही सेम होगा. ठीक है, तो लिख लीजिए कहाँ पे था, डिफॉल्ट इज ऑप्शनल. डिफॉल्ट इज ऑप्शनल if it is, if it is not there, if it is not there, and if none of the case, and if none of the, and if none of the case, and if none of the cases match, no action, no action at all, no action at all take place, no action at all take place. Okay, so next is your, so no action is going to take place. Cases and the default clause, and the default clause can occur in any order, can occur in any order. It is not necessary, देखिए जरूरी नहीं है that it should be always at the below. Okay, so it's not necessary the default should be always at the below. So cases and default clause can occur can occur in any order, can be in any order. Now with example I will make it all these things clear. Okay, तो एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं फिर क्लियर करेंगे. देखिए यहाँ पे, सो यहाँ हमने क्या कहा कि अगर आपका कोई भी केस सेटिस्फाई नहीं होगा तो डिफॉल्ट केस आपका एग्जीक्यूट होगा. ठीक है, अब उसमें क्या है, डिफॉल्ट केस क्या ऑप्शनल होता है, डिफॉल्ट इज ऑप्शनल. सो इफ इट इज नॉट देयर, अगर आप डिफॉल्ट नहीं दे रहे हैं तो उसमें कोई भी एक्शन नहीं होगा और आपका उसके बाद का जो इमीडिएट लाइन है वो एग्जीक्यूट. और केसेस और डिफॉल्ट, जैसे लोग कुछ समझते हैं कि केस के बाद ही, सारे केस के बाद ही डिफॉल्ट होगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. दोनों का ऑकर कोई भी ऑर्डर में हो सकता है, कोई इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा, कोई इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा. ये काम किस तरह करता है, देखिए आपने जब ने इसमें स्विच लिखा, मैं एक कोड ले लेता हूँ, एक कोड से मैं समझाता हूँ आपको, एक कोड से हम समझाते हैं. जैसे इंक्लूड स्टूडियो डॉट एच है, फिर यहाँ वॉइड मेन है. ठीक है, फिर यहाँ पे आपने इंट आई इक्वल टू 2 लिखे. ठीक है, स्विच, यहाँ पे आप एक्सप्रेशन दे सकते हैं, आपने एक्सप्रेशन दे दिया, आई इज योर एक्सप्रेशन. नाउ केस, it should have constant expression 1. If it is true, then printf, you are writing printf I am in case 1, I am in case 1, new line. case 2, case 2 क्या, printf it should be I am in case 2. I am in case 2. now case 3, सॉरी इट शुड बी कॉलन. इसके बाद केस के बाद जो देते हैं उसका हम कॉलन देते हैं. ठीक है ना, कॉलन है. printf I am in case 3. ओके, उसके बाद हमने यहाँ पे डिफॉल्ट लिख दी, उसके बाद हमने यहाँ पे डिफॉल्ट लिख दी, प्रिंटफ प्रिंटफ आई एम इन डिफॉल्ट, हमने लिख दिए कि ये डिफॉल्ट। तो स्विच केस का ये ओपनिंग, ये क्लोजिंग कर दिए, और ये इसका। अब देखिए यहाँ पे आउटपुट क्या है, आपने टू लिखे, अपने यहाँ पे टू लिखे, तो ये केस बाई केस स्टडी करेगा। केस वन देखे कि वन है, नहीं, वन में वन, फिर टू, टू देखे हाँ है, आउटपुट क्या आ गया, यहाँ से प्रिंट करना शुरू कर देंगे, आई एम इन केस टू, यहाँ से एग्जीक्यूट होना शुरू हो जाएगा। केस टू, ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हुआ, केस ये वैल्यू टू है, ये एग्जीक्यूट हुआ, ये प्रिंट हुआ, आई मीन केस टू। उसके बाद फिर उसके नेक्स्ट लाइन वाला हो जाएगा प्रिंट इफ आई एम इन केस थ्री, आउटपुट क्या हो जाएगा, आई एम इन केस टू। इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस गेट में आपसे पूछे हैं। फिर न्यू लाइन है, आई एम इन केस थ्री, आई एम इन केस थ्री, फिर क्या हो जाएगा, आई एम इन डिफॉल्ट, फिर डिफॉल्ट भी प्रिंट हो जाएगा। क्यों, क्योंकि ये टू है तो टू एग्जीक्यूट है, केस के बाद जो केस एग्जीक्यूट है उसके बाद जो उसके स्टेटमेंट्स है सारे एग्जीक्यूट करने लगे। अब देखिए ये हुआ, अगर आपको इंडिविजुअली प्रिंट करना है तो उसके आपको ब्रेक देना पड़ेगा। अगर आप इसको जैसे सिर्फ केस टू सिर्फ चाहते हैं कि केस टू में आए, फिर जो इसके अंदर स्टेटमेंट है वही प्रिंट हो, उसके बाद दूसरे स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट ना हो, तो आप ब्रेक दे दीजिए। यहाँ हमने क्या किया, जब कोई भी कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई नहीं होता है, देखिए कहाँ है, a default is optional if it is the case label default is executed। देखिए मैं क्या लिखूं, the case label default is executed, तो execute होगा if none of the other case is satisfied। अगर कोई अदर से केस सेटिस्फाइड नहीं होगा तो डिफॉल्ट होगा, ठीक है, कोई अगर केस सेटिस्फाई नहीं होगा तो डिफॉल्ट होगा, ठीक है। लेकिन जब आपने केस टू किए तो ये उसके बाद जो लाइन है, उसके उसके बाद जो लाइन है केस टू के बाद जो इसके बॉडी हो गया, ये एग्जीक्यूट है, उसके बाद जो इसका पूरा है ना उसके बाद ये सब एग्जीक्यूट करने लग जाता है, केस टू ही सेटिस्फाई हुआ। लेकिन यहाँ पे इसके लिए क्या है, अगर हमें सिर्फ केस टू का ये करना है तो हमें ब्रेक देना पड़ता है, ठीक है। ये उसके बाद के सारे लाइंस को एग्जीक्यूट कर देंगे। देखिए यहाँ पे लिखा गया है, यहीं पे मैं लिखा होगा, इफ केस मैचेस द एक्सप्रेशन वैल्यू, अगर केस मैच कर दिया एक्सप्रेशन वैल्यू, एग्जीक्यूशन स्टार्ट्स एट दैट केस। एग्जीक्यूशन क्या होता है, स्टार्ट हो जाता है उस केस से। तो इस केस से एग्जीक्यूशन, देखिए केस टू से एग्जीक्यूशन क्या हो गया, स्टार्ट हो गया, सारा को प्रिंट कर दिया, एग्जीक्यूशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है उस केस से, तो सारा को प्रिंट कर दिया, ठीक है। इसीलिए देखिए मैं सब लिखा देता हूँ। अब देखिए, अब जैसे आप, जैसे शिवम ने कहा कि आप नहीं करना चाहते हैं सबको प्रिंट, तो आप क्या करेंगे, आप ब्रेक दे देंगे। तो आप क्या करेंगे, जैसे मैं वो लिख देता हूँ, स्विच आई इक्वल टू आपका क्या था टू, इंट आई इक्वल टू टू। अगर आप, और इस तरह क्वेश्चंस गेट में पूछा गया है, ठीक है ना, इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, गेट में पूछा गया है। और आपने स्विच इस तरह करके अगर आई लिखे, फिर उसके बाद यहाँ केस वन किए, प्रिंट एफ किए, प्रिंट एफ आई एम इन केस वन, आई एम इन केस वन, फिर न्यू लाइन, फिर आपने ब्रेक दे दिया। अगर आप ब्रेक दे देंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, इस स्विच से वो बाहर निकल जाएगा, एग्जीक्यूशन जो है ना स्विच से बाहर निकल जाएगा। तो केस टू अब दे दिए, प्रिंट एफ आई एम इन केस टू, आई मीन केस टू, फिर बाहर आ गए, फिर केस थ्री, प्रिंट एफ आई मीन केस थ्री, आई मीन केस थ्री, फिर ब्रेक, नाउ ब्रेक, it will go out of that, then default, and default like printf I am in default. In this case the output will be different. So here the output is going to your I is equal to 2, so 2 case is going to your 2, it will execute this case satisfied, so it will print if I am in case 2, then break, it will go out of that, I am in case 2. Okay, now I have told you that if for writing these things in this order, yeah, now you can even write the cases and default in any order. Okay, just like int I equal to 2 you are writing. Now in every book you will see that they will write like case 1 first, then case 2 first. You can write in any order, case 3, then case 2, then so printf I am in case 2, I am in case 2. Okay, then printf, this is column. After that I am giving break also. So this is allowed. Printf, I am in case 1, break. So you can write in any order. Okay, so here now you can write default. Here you can now write default. I am printf, I am in default. All these things that is allowed. I am in default. So break. So now if you will give what you will get the output here again. I am in case 1. So you can, so default you have written in middle. You can write default in the beginning also. So let me write after that. If it is your case 1, then printf I am in case 1. Okay. This way also the output is going to your I am in case, output will be case 1. I am in case 1 because here I am writing 2, here I am writing 1. Here again I am writing 1. Okay, so let me make it correct. 2, 3. Here it will be. Okay, fine. So the break statement, what the work of break is, the break statement, check, sorry, causes an immediate exit from the switch. The break statement, the break statement causes an causes an immediate exit from the switch, because cases serve just as label, because cases just serve as a label. Okay, it is going to serve as a labels only. After the code for one case is done, after the after the code for one case is done, execution 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 falls through to the next to the next, unless, see, I'm saying execution falls to the next unless we take explicit action. Explicit means forceful. We take explicit action to escape. So break and return are the most popular. So break and return are the most common way to leave a switch. The most common way to leave a, okay, understood. So this is the important, very much important. The break statement causes an immediate exit from the switch because cases serve just as a label. It is going to serve as a label. After the code for one case is done, after the case for one case is done, means if it's satisfied, execution falls to the next. It is going to fall to the next unless we take explicit except to escape. So unless if you are not giving a break, just like see, if you are not giving a break, it will go to the next. So I equal to 2, then it will, I am in case 2, then I am in case 3, all these statement will execute. So that's why you need to write a forcefully break to get exit from the case switch. Okay, so and break and return are the most common way to leave a switch, and even break are used for immediate action from while, for, and do while. So we'll discuss that also. We'll discuss that also later. Okay, we'll discuss that also. Understood? Am I clear to all of you? Now we will see some more thing in switch. I will give you example, and you have to give me the output. Okay. So int I equal to 22. Int I equal to 22. Switch I case. If you will use continue, so I think continuous is not allowed in switch, but if we will use continue, let me continue is going to execute to the next iteration. Next iteration is going to use to the next iteration. I will take, when I will teach you continue, if you will use continue in the break, it will go to the next iteration. Okay, it will go to the next iteration. Means next, it will not execute the, means if you are writing anywhere continue, if you are writing anywhere continue, then it will, what will happen, it will not go there, it will go to here, next iteration. Means its next iteration of this switch, it will go out of that, it will go to the next iteration, whatever will be the next iteration, it will go there. I will give that when I will teach you break and continue. I will teach you break and continue separately, then I will give that. Okay. Switch is going on, then loop we will take, then break and continue, then go to a level we will go. Okay, so just have some patience, we will come, break and continue will come. Okay, break and continue will come. So we are now in switch. Yeah, now give me the output. If I'm writing the, so case 121 dot printf, I am in case 121, new line, break, then case 7 printf, I am in case 7, then break, then case 22 printf, I am in case 22, break, then default printf, I am in, so it will execute this and it will give I am in case 22. Just output will be, so that I have told you that in any way you can write the cases. I am in case 22. That's all. Now we will take, you know that what is a char? Char is a small integer constant. Char, yeah, you know that a char is a smaller integer. Char is a smaller integer constant. Okay, is a smaller integer constant. So you know that. So if you are writing like this, then it will store in this system. It means if you print this, it means it is having a 96. It's a constant. Okay, it's a constant. So you are getting a 96. Okay, understood now? So it means you are having a constant. So whenever I will use char in the switch, it is a constant, which is a integer constant. Okay. So So now let me write the code and you have to tell me the output. So if I am writing char c equal to x, I am having a character c which is having x. So x, if you will print c by using percentage d, this is a specifier, then it will print the ASCII value of x. ASCII value of x. Okay. So if you will write like switch, so here you can have c. C is having the see, it is having expression. Yeah, expression is fine. Now you will have here I am saying case is having v. If it is having v, so it is not character. Don't think that it is a character. It is a some value, a smaller integer constant. It is a integer constant. You can say that it's a constant. Okay, it's a constant. So it is going to have printf. I am in case v. Case v. Case v means the value of that. Okay, then you can do break. Then if I write case a, then you can printf I am in case a. Okay, then break. Then if I write case x, okay, then printf I am in case x. Then I am writing default. Okay, I am not giving a break, I am writing a default. I am in printf I am in default. Now tell me what is going to be the output. What is going to be the output? Printf I am in default. What is going to be the output? Like, see, in the previous lecture you were present. If you are writing something like this, that is not x, it is the value of x, the ASCII value of x. It is the ASCII value of x. Okay. What you can do, you can run one code in your system where you can have where what you can do, you can check whether I will give later. First give this one. So output will be I am in case x, then new line I am in default. So whenever you are writing anything in the single quote, then it is the ASCII value of that. ASCII value of that. Okay. So you can write here this, this, and this. They are actually replaced by the ASCII value. ASCII values. Okay, it is going to replace by ASCII values, which is going to be 118, 97, 120 of this character constant. So it's a character constant. You can say it is a character constant. It's a character. So it is a character constant. Okay. So here v is going to 118. So it is going to, in the compile time, it will get replaced by 118, then 97, then x is going to replaced with 120. Like will happen. Understood? So C is having x is which is 120. Hope it is clear now. Whenever you are writing anything, it is checking just the case value. Okay, case, if that label is true, then satisfied, then it will execute. If you write anything outside the case, it will not give a error, but it will not get executed. See what I mean? Let me write the code. Then you people give me the output. Okay, so this is very important, and it is your gate expected question. This kind of questions they can ask in your gate exam, gate expected question. So you can take your time and you can try to give me the answer of that. So here has include studio.h. Okay, then int main. So when I will teach you function, I will explain all these things. Then int I and j. is there. Okay, and then printf is there. Printf is there. No need to write printf. Okay, let it be. Let it be. Printf, enter the value of. So from the user, I am asking the value of I. Value of I am asking from the user, and I am taking scanf percentage d. I am taking that value in I. I am taking that value in I. Okay, in I am taking. Now switch case I. Now I am printing here printf hello, printf hello, and case 1 colon j equal to 10. Then I am doing break. Then case 2 j equal to 20 semicolon, then break. That's all. I'm not giving even the default. Now what is going to be the output? So if I is your let input given by user is 2, that is I equal to 2. If the user has given the input as I equal to 2, because see how this switch case work. If you are having, it will take some value I equal to 2. I is going to 2. It will go only case 1, then it will go to, it will just see the cases. Within the cases it will see, जैसे केस यहाँ आउटपुट 2 है, मतलब I 2 है, तो यहाँ जाएगा केस क्या यहाँ 2 है, नहीं है, तो इसके बाद इसमें क्या केस 2 है क्या, यहाँ है तो एरर कुछ नहीं आएगा, देयर विल बी नो एरर, देयर इज नो एरर. I am printing 20. You can try in your home. You will see. You will get 20 only. There is no error. Compiler don't give any error for that. So the switch case work as a jump table. Jump table means here if you are having two, if whatever, it will just see the cases within this case, whatever it is. If this condition, if this case satisfied, then it will execute this statement within this case. If this condition satisfied, then this will get this statement will get executed. And anything which is outside the case, then it will not get executed. That will not get executed, but compiler is not going to give any error. It is not syntactically error, then it will get printed, then it will get printed, then it will be part of the case 2. If you will remove this, then it will be part of case 2. Okay, so you write the explanation. So every statement in a switch, every statement in a switch must belong to some case. It should belongs to some case or the other. Should some belong to case or some other. If if a statement does not, if a statement does not belong to any case, if a statement does not belong to any case, okay, so if a statement does not belongs to any case, does not belong to any case, the compiler wouldn't report any error. It is not going to report any error. However, the statement however the statement would never get executed. It's never going to get, okay. It should have the expression only, okay. And now see one disadvantage of switch. What is one disadvantage? That you can't use like case equal to case I smaller than equal to 20. This you can't use, okay. These things you can't use, okay. It should have a constant integer. It should have a constant integer. So if you are having int I, okay, so it is not allowed. Okay, understood? And even if you are having some variable, if you are having some variable like next uh, example int a b, then case a plus b, it is also not allowed. These things is not allowed. Okay, only constant expression is allowed. Only constant expression. Okay, only constant expression are allowed. This is allowed. Case 3 plus 7, it is allowed because it's a constant expression. What is a constant expression? When it is only have a constant, it is allowed. Okay. Even float is not allowed. Okay, we write all that we have after the case is it having an int after case. After case, it can have it can have it can have int constant or a character constant, or a character constant you can have that you have seen, or a character constant. Okay, or an expression, or an expression or an expression that evaluates to one of these constant, that evaluates to one of these constant. Even float is not allowed. Even float is not allowed. Like example, if you are writing case 5.5, it is not allowed. Okay, so float is even not allowed. Float is even not allowed. So what is the advantage? So it leads to more structure way. Okay, it leads to more structure way, and it is faster than equivalent if else. So can you take one example of case 3, 7 plus 3? Okay, 7 plus 3. If I am writing, we are writing int I, and I is having equal to 2. I is equal to 2. Now switch, I am having I. Now case 1 plus 1. Printf, printf, I am in case 2. So constant expression are allowed. So this is what is a constant expression? A constant expression will have only constant. So one is a constant, one is a constant. Then this character constant like a plus b is allowed. Why? Because a is a constant, is a character constant, b is a character constant. So it will have some value. Printf, it is sum of so it is sum of ASCII value of ASCII value of ASCII value of a and like this. So here I am giving break so that otherwise it will even execute in break. Then no need to give default. So output will be print I am in case 2. I am in see what is allowed and what is not allowed. For that, what you can do, you just see the syntax. Syntax is very important. Syntax is very important. The syntax here. The syntax here. Syntax is saying it can have expression here. Okay, and that expression is going to your see. So see, you see that saying that uh, a switch statement is a multi-way decision that tests whether an expression matches one or number of constant integer value and a branch. So it can have constant integer value. Okay, So case can have only constant integer value and should not have anything else. Constant integer value. So this is also a constant. Okay, constant. So it is a character constant allowed. Whether it is a constant because its value is ASCII value. ASCII value. So it's an integer constant only. A 2 constant, 3 constant. So this is allowed only. Other than this, nothing is allowed. Number of a constant. And here it will have expression. It will check like this. So each case is labeled by one or more integer value constant or constant expression. Either you can have integer value constant means directly, or you can have constant expression. So what is a constant expression? 2 plus 3 is a constant expression. So what is a constant expression? When it is having a, when in the expression it is having only constant, when operand are only having a constant. See, that's why in previous lecture I have explained you what is expression, what is constant expression, what is integer constant. So in constant expression it will only have constant, it is having only constant. Okay, so either it will have integer value constant or constant expression. Understood? I mean case 2 because 1 plus 1 is your 2 and it will give I mean case 2 because I is your 2. Please let me know whether it is clear or not. It can have either, here it can have either integer constant or constant expression, but here it can have expression, here it is having expression. So here you can give like this, here you can give like this I plus j into k, this you can give here. Case 1 plus 1 and case 2 is given, then it will give an error, then it will give an error, it will give error. Why? Because there I have written in the beginning only that see here, see where it is, all the case expression must be different, all the case expression must be different, it should be different, it should be different, all the case expression must be different. Understood? This is a best book. Okay, because it say everything, in a small thing it say everything. Only you have to understand the things that whatever it is written in that book, it say everything. Now what is the advantage? See, even but I use two books. I am using latest C as well as NCC because the example are more given in latest C. In NCC examples are not more. Okay, only few example means one can understand the NCC only if it is having a good command on the language. Otherwise, for beginner, it is difficult to learn. Okay, now see switch work advantage. Switch work faster. Switch work faster than an equivalent equivalent if else later, it work faster. Why? This is because of the jump statement. This is because the compiler, this is because the compiler this is because the compiler generates a jump table, generates a jump table for a switch, generates a jump table for a switch during during compilation, during compilation. So this is because the compiler generates a jump table for a switch during compilation. So it will jump as it means whether after seeing the value of expression whether it will go to case 2 or case 3. So it will create a jump table. Okay. As a result, as a result during during execution, it simply it simply refer it simply refers the jump table. So during execution it simply refers to the jump table to decide which case which case should be executed, which case should be executed rather than rather than actually rather than actually checking then actually checking which case is satisfied. Now next, as against this, if else, if else are slower because because the conditions the conditions in them are evaluated at execution time. Here it is going to, the conditions are going to be executed at execution time. The conditions here, the conditions are checked during compilation only. That's why switch work faster than if else later. So this is the advantage you have seen. Understood?